City to interview Ms. Christine Gaza, a chemical engineering graduate. So, good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Good morning. Good. Kindly introduce yourself, ma'am. I graduated from the same university, the Royal Political University of Santo Tomas, 2009, chemical engineering, and actually I finished my engineering course for 6 years. I took every summer to make up for all those other subjects. Yeah, I'm a normal person, by the way. So it means I'm not one of those geniuses in the university. I encourage you guys to always remind yourselves that it's not always about the grades, because it's a matter of how much you learn, not only from the technical side, but also in your character development. And the university really took part of a very big chunk of my character of who I am now.
What was the hardest experience in your journey of becoming chemical engineer?
Sobrang perfectionist ng mga prof. Yes, they're really good. And I remember this one professor told us it's just two things. It's either you know or you do not know at all. Kaya sa test papers natin, it's either 0 or 100. Kasi usually yung 3 sa given lang yun. The rest is, we are results driven kasi sa planta, sa totoong buhay, when you are actually outside the field na hindi ka pwede magkamali. Even yung 3 points na yun, it's not even valid. Kasi sasabog yan. Kasi it means a lot of life at risk kung palpak ka as an engineer. So, yun nga, that's one of my difficulties as well, na ang laki ng responsibility natin sa industry, most especially if you are working in the plant. Medyo toxic siya physically and mentally and emotionally as well. So, well, yun. That's why mahirap, pero worth it siya. So, I really thank all the professors. Naaalala ko sila every time na nahihirapan ako minsan. Kasi mas mahirap noon, sabi ko. So, kaya ko to. Mas mahirap dati, yung mga, unit offs. Oo, tapos babalikan mo lahat. Kasi magde-design ka, equipment design, and everything else. So, kailangan ko pa rin si Benny's handbook. So, andyan pa rin siya.
Ginagamit ka pa rin po ang gano'n?
Yes. For some, yeah, kasi food industry you have to get some, yung given na hindi naman. We have the specification for every raw material. Tapos may mga i-compute ka, may mga out of this world na tanong yung mga XMT and Nestle. Ano nito? Mga ganyan yan. Kasi syempre, di ba, hindi mo naman laging i-rely yun from your principal, from your, from the manufacturer itself. You have to compute it yourself para maisagot ka lang. Otherwise, you will wait for another 1 month bago mo yung sagot. So, it speeds up things kasi nga, you have, the Bible.
Bakit hindi naisip kong mag-petrochemical industry?
Kasi wala siya sa UST.
Kasi ngayon po, parang pag may nag-usapan namin, puro petrochemical gusto.
Wala siya sa UST that time. Maybe.
So, food industry yung sikat natin.
You mean after I graduate?
Opo.
Hindi ko rin plano. Yeah. Actually, I'm applying for cement manufacturing sa laboratory sana. And then I was interviewed by the president, and then he said, your personality doesn't match the laboratory type. So he asked me, would you like to be in sales? And I said, okay. Akala ko sales nung product niya na sa cement. So parang handle ako ng sales team or accounts. Yung pala sa IT company. Meron din siyang isang company na IT. So, sabi ko, sir, hindi po ako IT. I don't know anything about IT, software, etc. So, sabi niya, sabi niya, Eddie, alam mo rin yan, kaya mo yan, aralin mo na lang. Hindi ko general manager. Pero ano siya? Sino yun? And then from there, I have this client na, ito na nga, this kind of industry, competitor nito. I have this client, I presented to them, and then, ayun, sabi nung nag-present ako, anong course mo? I said, Kevin po. Really? Sabi niya, do you mind? Alin po? Send me your CV. Tapos sabi ko po. Tapos in-offer na niya ako right there and there. nag-represent lang ako for the other company ha. It's not even related to chemical engineering. Then when he realized I came from UST and graduate ako, hindi niya hinihingi yung transcript ko and whatever. Just the CV and yun lang.
Galing naman yun.
Yes.
So possible para talaga yun.
Possible yun. You're just, advice ko lang for fresh grads, huwag muna tayo mapilit sa work. Kasi step by step yan, i-lead ka naman kung saan ka dapat. And don't be afraid to try new things. Kasi nga engineer tayo eh. We don't just try, we make new things. We invent things and we make things better. That's why we are engineers, di ba? By heart.
During your college years po, how did you handle the stress, especially from the academics?
And yung iyak mo. Yeah, I used to ask my dad to, kasi police yun eh. So, sa gabi, nasa duty siya. Abutan niya ako sa bahay, nag-aaral ako. Nandun ako sa sala. Tapos, nakayupo na ako ganyan, akala niya tulog ako. Tapos sabihin niya, okay ka lang anak. Sabi, yes, dad. Tapos nakita niya, umiiyak na ako. Ba't umiiyak? Hindi ko kasi maintindihan eh. Tapos, ang dami ko ng scratch paper sa baba. I really worked myself very hard para lang maipasa ko yung mga subjects ko. Sobrang sabi ko, iba yung language na to. Parang hindi siya pang tao. Tinitignan ko, parang phone, parang fiber talaga. So, drawing ka pa, mag-interpolate ka pa sa graph and everything. So, parang sabi ko, bakit ko ito kinuha?
Pero nakakatuwa kasi nag-stay kayo, di ba? Kasi yung iba talaga sumusuko.
Yun yung character ko talaga from the start. Na pag mahirap, alam ko is for me. So, kahit ayaw ng prof, sir, sige na, mag-removals tayo. 10 kami babagsak. Nakikilan sila Sir Benja. Nagpa-removals. Magpapa-removals. Magpa-test kami ulit. Cover to cover. So, lahat yun. Actually, I'm really blessed na pinagdaanan ko lahat yung hardship na yun. Hindi ko siya tinignan as hindrance. Kasi, if not because of that, I wouldn't be as strong as who I am now. Kasi for me to be able to set up a company like this at a very young age, it really takes a big heart and a strong one para magawa mo siya. Otherwise, mag-fail lang ka talaga. And mag-fail. Mag-design ako na So, yan. It's madali.
So, would you recommend future engineering students to take up CHE rather than other majors?
Of course. Yes. Highly recommended. Kahit mahirap siya, it's really worth it. Lahat ng mahirap, worth it. Yun naman eh, di ba? Hindi naman sa dinidegrade ko iba, pero ang target dapat ng bawat isa is not to be a common person na. We have to be an extraordinary one to make it.
You apply the Tomasian values, the competence, compassion, and compassionate in your field work.
Competence, grabe yan. Kasi nga, since all the professors are perfectionists, mostly, yun, ganun sila eh. Sobrang tinitingala ako sila na parang, ang dami ko natutunan sa kanila, especially with the small details. Kasi dito sa engineering, we are very particular on the smallest details. Mali ka lang ng decimal point, mali na lahat. So, in terms of competence, yeah, na-apply ko siya ng sobra. Kasi, I'm very careful na sa lahat ng mga ginagawa ko. So, sa industry na to, kapag medyo, chill, you won't be, you won't make a difference dito sa industry. Yung, sabay ka lang sa agos. Sabi nga, pag dead fish ka, sasama ka lang sa agos. Pero pag buhay kang fish, you will run against the current, di ba? So, yun tayo eh. That's how we are made of because of the university's values. And in terms of compassion, we always understand that there is always a room for mistakes for other people. So, in my case, as a leader dito sa company, I understand na may mga tao na they really cannot grasp as quick as we can, or some doesn't have the same discarte as ours. So, in terms of compassion, gusto ko nag-train ng tao. Gusto ko sila sabihin na, sometimes it's not really, minsan hindi mo natin talagang gusto mag-work, parang kasawa, ito na lagi. But I understand na it's our responsibility to motivate ourselves every day. Yun lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila. Now, when you get up in the morning, kahit you don't feel like working, you have to work because you have to work. So, just be happy with it. So, instead of ako na nag-drive sa kanila, inaano ko na lang sila. Motivate ko na lang sila. And yeah, most of the time, nagkikwento ako ng mga bagay-bagay dati sa school na before, hindi naman ako talaga never, I was never the top of the class. Pero there's always hope. Ganoon, di ba? Parang sa company, hindi naman lagi Pasko. So, yeah, the most important thing is that you do your best in everything. Kahit na hindi ka maging top, ang importante doon, you do your best. Kasi, ililid ka naman ni God kung saan ka talaga dapat. Alam naman niya, He knows what's inside your heart. And ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat is not the technical side again. It's the skills and the character na build sa'yo during your school days. Yun yung dadalhin mo forever. Yun lang. And be proud that you are compassion.
So, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you! Thanks!